Okay, on the previous video, we talked about what a lead magnet is. We talked about how it brings people in to give you their information so that they can then go look at your offer and, more importantly, get on your mailing list so that you can continue to market to them over and over again. So we have our lead magnet. You figured out where to go to get it. So now that we have a lead magnet in place, we need to create a page, and it is often referred to as an opt-in page. You'll also hear it called a landing page. You'll hear it called a capture page because we're capturing information. So those are all terms that you'll hear it called. But basically what it is, it's page one of your sales funnel. And so number one, we want to upfront very fast when people land on that page, we want them to see what the lead magnet is that we're offering them. We don't want them to have to hunt for it. They need to see it very clearly so that they get an idea of why they should give you their information. So basically it is just a page that exists, and it may have, a video. It may have, it'll have a big headline here, but we really want to highlight our lead magnet on this page. And then there will be either a box down here to put their name and email address in, or there will be a button here that they click, and then a pop-up will come up and they'll put their information in there. So this is our opt-in page, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you over to the computer, and we are actually going to take a look at some sample opt-in pages from some different offers out there. But then we're also going to go into the Clickfunnels software, and we're going to create a capture page right from scratch, and that's where you're really going to get the information that you need to start creating your own sales funnels and being a master marketer online. So I will see you inside Clickfunnels in just a bit. Okay, so we've left the whiteboard, but I did take a picture of it just in case I want to come back and talk about what I put up there. But we're going to go over here and start taking a look at some landing pages. And I'm going to start off with the one I showed you yesterday in the previous video. And this was the landing page that I did for the embroidery design Shopify site. And again, I want you to look at how quickly they can locate what my lead magnet is. And I want you to do that on all of these landing pages that I'm going to show you here. I mean, look real quick and see how fast you find the lead magnet that we're using to entice people to join our mailing list and take a look at the offer that we have behind this page. So in this one, again, right up front, a free marketing boot camp. So that's what they're getting. They know what it is. It's right there in front. And again, then down here, it actually tells them that it's a 10-day boot camp. So we've got it in two places where they can see what it is that they're getting, to entice them to click this link right here and put their email address in. Okay? So here's another one. Now this one's a little different. This is for actually a live training, a live webinar, so it's a little different. But again, right up top, we see that they are getting live training. And then there's information here about what they're going to learn, why they should come in and spend some time on this live training, why they need to sign up, and then all they have to do is click right here to pick their date and reserve their seat. Here's another example. This one's fairly simple. It does have a really nice background with people raising their hands. Maybe that's a subliminal message to say, yes, raise your hand and stick your email address in here. But again, right at the top, they're getting a free video. So free video reveals. And then one more here, a free, simple 4-step formula. So in all of these, I want you to just keep in mind that all of these followed basically the same formula, in that they made very upfront what their lead magnet was. And that's the whole key to creating a great capture page. Now, some of these are a little more complicated than others. I will tell you that a lot of marketers will tell you that simple sells. You know, like on this one back here, you know, I've got to read through a lot of information here before I maybe know whether I want to click on this link or not. Where in the case of something like this, hey, I know I'm getting a free video, and I'm going to start getting results online in as little as 7 days. So that's probably enough to pique my interest and put my name in this email box, and then click here where it says send me my video. Okay, so let's go to Clickfunnels, and this is what it looks like inside the Clickfunnels area, where these are all funnels that I have that I'm using in marketing. And so what we're going to do is show you exactly how simple it is to create a new funnel from scratch. We go up here and we click add new, and in this case we are going to collect emails, and I'm just going to type in here create your first funnel, and I am going to hit build funnel, and it'll take it a second here, but to the page where we're going to create our opt-in page. And this is what I really like about Clickfunnels, is that it gives us all of these options down through here to choose from basically a blank screen down here. If I do a preview, you can basically see that there's not a whole lot here, and I have the opportunity to come in here and edit this any way that I want. And if you were going to do a free report or a book giveaway, then this might be a perfect one for you to decide to use. Here's one that if you want to include a video. So here it is. You put your video in over here. You basically edit all these things out here, and I'm going to show you how to edit these pages here in just a little bit. And so it's just a matter of coming in here and deciding on a template that you really like, and then deciding how you want to then change it up and make it be your own for what it is that you're. Okay, so I'm going to pick something fairly simple here to kind of get started with. We're not going to worry about video, although I will do one here in just a second and kind of show you. Now, well, let's just go ahead and do one with video. We're going to select this template. Because if you can do one with video, then you can edit one that that doesn't have video. So what we do is we've selected now this template from the list that we looked at here, and so what we're going to do now is we're going to edit this page. And so we click edit page, and we're going to let Clickfunnels open up here. And okay, so here we are. Your awesome tagline goes here. Alright, so we're going to just edit that very easily. We're going to just highlight that and get it out of here, and then we're going to type in free book strategies. If I could spell, for building your online business. And now I want to bold that, italicize it, and we're going to, so we kind of put that one up there in kind of a smaller version, but get this free book that takes you step by step to online success. And now I want to add in here if you want to change something, you want to add something in here, you want to get where you've got this orange highlight, and so it says add new element. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an image. So, okay, so what I want to do is I want to drag this over here. Alright, so here's my image. And then in order to get my image, I just go over here and I'm going to go to, I don't know if I have the one that I want over here or not. If not, okay, we're going to add an image. And of course the internet is going to be goofy here. Upload. Go here to my desktop where I know I have the image that I want. And here it is. We're going to do this one right here. So it's going to upload the image for me. And there it is, and I can just click on it, and now the image has been put right here into my page. So now I'm back here, and okay, free report covers how anyone can get insane conversion rates on any of their pages without effort. You want to me, you want to stay away from without effort. Easy, hands-free, because if you're seriously building a business online, it's going to take some work. It's not going to be without effort. So we're going to change that to free report covers how anyone can get a successful business online in a matter of days. Follow the steps inside, and success will follow. Not get rich quick, but definitely get rich slow. Get rich. I don't like get rich slow. Get rich. With a proven can quit your job in 12 months. Because I thoroughly believe that that's true. So I want something that's going to actually reflect what I believe this product will do and the information that they're going to have access to. So, you know, you can come in here again and we can change this to be your first steps to success online. How these three little words can make a 33% bump in sales. So we can change any of this wording down here we want. Now, in order to actually put a video in here, you're going to click on this box. You know, why is it not coming up? There we go. All right. So we want the settings for the video. Here's our themes. So we can change, like this one has the red box around it. We could change it to a green. So advanced settings, full width if we want. That's what's on there now. If we want half width, but I like the full width, so we're going to leave that there. And so I'm going to go back here to the settings, and then you go up here to where is your video coming from. And so if it's a YouTube video, then you click YouTube. And let me go over to my YouTube page real quickly. And I will just grab the YouTube link for my original video here. Back up. Okay. You don't want to hear that again. So we're going to come up here, we're going to capture the URL. We're going to copy that, bring it back here to this, and we're going to type that in there. And now you can set it to autoplay when they come in, or you can set it off. I typically set it off and let them click on the autoplay. Mainly because there's some advertising platforms, I don't know how you're going to drive traffic, and there are some like pay-per-click ad platforms that do not allow you to have an autoplay video on your page if you're going to advertise with them. So I typically just leave it off, and so then we click off of here and we can save this. And when we save it, we want to change this from my awesome landing page to success online, or something that's in line with you know, what it is your page is all about. You can write a description here for your page that may be picked up online. You definitely want to put your name in here, and you can actually put a social image in here if you want to. And again, this is just so it can get picked up in the search engines and those kinds of things. And that's just good ways for you to create links. And so you can put in some keywords here like Clickfunnels, landing page. It's kind of picked up on what I'm doing, and so it's already put some in there. Website editor. So I'm fine with all of that, but I can change that if I want to. So we're going to back up here. We're going to save again. And then I'm going to take you on a preview of this page. Okay, so now we're going to preview this. And you can see my video is right here. If I click on that link, going to play it right from YouTube. And you can see that all of the changes that we made, we've got our headline up here, we've got our picture, we've got everything else there. Now, I want to show you, go back, we're going to get out of here and go back to our editor. And you can see that it defaulted here on enter your name and enter your email address. And this says download free report, but we're going to change that to download again, my spelling. Download free book. So we want it to be descriptive as what it was. And so set action, and it's going to submit this form to our autoresponder, which you're going to find out more about in a later video when we hook the autoresponder up to this page that we've started working with. So the other thing that I want to do is I am just going to actually delete this out of here, and all you have to do is get the box around it, hit the trash can, click delete, and it's gone. You can add something else down here if you want to, but I'm good. I'm just going to leave it as it is. Again, anytime you make a change, it's always smart to save. And then if we preview, you can see that what I took out down here is gone. I see something else down here that we need to take a look at. Down here where it says yourbrand.com. So I'm going to put in here and just put that down there as my, and if nothing else, now they have the address to my blog down here, but I'm going to put in a placeholder for, you know, to be mine and brand it to me. And again, just hit the save up here, and if we preview it, now you see that it says Richard J. Norris, PhD, blog.com, all rights reserved. The one thing that I really don't like about this page is I don't like having to scroll down for the download. So let's see if we can play with this a little bit, and I don't think I can because of the way they've got this configured. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I can. I can do what I want. Add a new element, and I want to a button. So click here to sign up, and I like that being better. I'm going to change that to click to download your book. All right, and I'm going to set this action to open a pop-up window. Okay, so click to download your book. Now what's going to happen is it's going to actually now bring up a pop-up, and on the pop-up then we can add one column, and we're going to add a new element to it, and it's going to be trying to find it here. input your email address here. And so we're going to input type is email address. So now you can see that we've actually assigned, it says email address, but until we assign it the email address, then it's not going to actually do what we want it to do. Now it's ready to go because it says email. Okay? Now let's say that you want to add a name there. So we do exactly the same thing. We are going to add an input, and this time it's going to be enter your name. And I'm going to say full name. And I'm going to set this for full name. And now you can see that we have our download here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to come down here and I'm going to delete all of this stuff. And it's now all gone. So now I'm going to save. And I'm going to preview. Okay, so now you can see that our download button, they don't have to go look for it. It's right here. It's right there. So I like this a lot better than the previous arrangement because now they can click right here. Here's the pop-up. They can put their email address in, their name, and I've got to put a submit button on there. Okay, so that's one thing that I haven't done yet. I've got to submit that. So let's go back here and view the pop-up. I want to edit the settings. Okay. Show the pop-up. Button. Submit the form is what we want to do because that's what we want it to do here. So we're going to now change this to instead of click to sign up, it's click here for your book. And I'm going to save that. And I'm going to actually go back and change this now to, instead of click to download your book, I'm just going to say click here to get started. Okay, like that. So now we're going to again save this. We're going to preview it. We're going to click here. Now we've got our email address, our name, and we're going to click here. And it submitted that. If we were hooked up to our email autoresponder, that name and email address would have gone on to the autoresponder. And we don't have this set up to go automatically yet to our thank you page. That's going to be the next step in creating your sales funnel. But we have very successfully today created a sales page, a landing page, an opt-in page, a capture page, whatever you want to call it. But this is how easy it is with just a few manipulations inside of Clickfunnels to create a really nice looking page that has pictures, it has video, it has words for them to read, to describe for them what it is that they're going to get when they opt into your email address. So I hope that this has been a good learning tool for you to kind of see just how you manipulate things and how easy it is in Clickfunnels to change things, to go back and say, oh, I don't like that because I really didn't like the way that I had to scroll down here to find where I was going to enter my information. I like it much better that it's right under the video here. So they can click to get started. And then when they click to get started, the information comes up for them to put in their email address and their name, and then they click to get their book. So in the next video, we're going to talk about the thank you page. That's where you're going to go from this page over to the thank you page. And on the thank you page, that's where they're going to, number one, get their free book that you promised them. And then number two, it's where you're going to be able to now offer them something that's going to create income for you. It's going to be value for them. It's going to be value added on top of the book that you already have given them, but it's going to be something that is in the same realm, this is how you make money online, but it's going to be a link to a product that they are going to have to pay for eventually. It may be a free intro into it. It just depends on what kind of a market you're in and what it is you're trying to get them interested in. But the thank you page is where we actually start to create income and introduce them to things that are going to not only help them in their getting online and creating a business of their own, but this is how you are going to make money with your sales funnel. So this is the landing page, and again, I hope that you saw how easily it was to manipulate this page to make it look the way I wanted, to have the things on it that I wanted. And remember, if you don't like this page, there are dozens of pages back there in Clickfunnels, and we can just back up. And in fact, before I leave, I do want to show you one other thing that you can do. We've got this page that we created, but you can actually create what is called a duplicate page so that you can split test. We put a video on that first one. Maybe we want to try a simpler page, something like this. So we're going to select this page, and so we're going to create it now. So now I have a separate page over here. Not sure why it opened that one up, but I now have a second page over here. Here's my first one that I created over here with the video and everything, but now I can go in and I can edit this page right here. So it doesn't have video. It has basically a blank background. We can change this to our headline. We can actually go ahead and put an image in here. And we do have that image in our library now, so we can add that image. And we can change this to free book. The top strategies for building your online business. Report reveals, I'm going to change this to book reveals everything. Get your copy today. Here's your email address. Download the free, and I'm going to change this so that it is congruent with what we're doing. It's not a report. It's a book. I'm going to save it. And top strategies for success. And again, put my name in here. Okay, so I'm going to save this, and now I'm going to preview it, and that's it. It's very simple. It's right there on one page. They see the picture of the book. They see where it says download the free book today, email address. It's very simple, ready to go. And what you do is, back here at this page, is I can adjust this little book, this little marker right here, so that it's setting at 50/50. And now when I drive traffic to this offer, I'm going to give this address right here to whoever it is that I'm buying solo ad traffic or whatever from. That's where they're going to send them. What's going to happen is when they send traffic to this URL up here, half the traffic's going to go to this page, half the traffic's going to go to that page. You will then be able to check your stats on each of these pages. And if one of them is vastly outperforming the other, then all you have to do is come in here, declare it as a winner, and it will automatically delete the other page out of your funnel. I highly suggest that when you create a sales funnel, you create two versions. One that maybe is a little more fancy, a little more detailed, and then a very simple one. And you're going to be surprised that sometimes simple's going to win. But this is your chance to test those things out. You never know which market you're going to go into, or which traffic source that you're going to go into, which one's going to appeal to that group of people. So, and if you don't want to declare this one the winner, let's say it's really outperforming this one, but you want to test it on more traffic, then all you have to do is you go all the way over to this side, and now this landing page is getting all the traffic. This page has been shut off. It's getting nothing. So let's say that you ordered 500 clicks from a solo ad provider, and you get 200 clicks into the campaign, and you see that this one is doing is converting at 45%, and this one's converting at 14%. Well, then by all means, shut that traffic off to this page. Let all your traffic for the rest of your campaign run through this site right here, and make sure, and that'll help make sure that your conversions are as high as they possibly can be. Now, you go to another vendor with a different audience, you may want to turn this back on to 50/50 and give his audience a shot. And I have to apply the changes anytime that I make those changes. So be sure that if you decide you want to shut traffic off to one page or another, and let's say it's this one, then make sure that you hit apply changes, because if you don't, then it's just going to go right back to 50-50. So this is how you do a split test. Again, Clickfunnels is so simple to use to do a split test, where people used to they would have to have two separate websites, one hosting one version, one hosting the other, in order to do a split test. So in this way, you can split test right within Clickfunnels, and you can determine which one of these pages is going to outperform the other one, and then you can drive all your traffic through the one that's converting at the highest level. So hope this makes sense. If you know, go back and look at things again. You can back up, look at things that you didn't understand, or if you're doing your own, you can open this video up in one window and open Clickfunnels up in the other window, and you can stop and start me as you move things along. So I'm going to stop here for today on creating the landing page. I hope you got the idea of making sure that the lead magnet is up front. They know what they're getting. They know what you're offering for their name and email address, or just their email address. And that's the key to a great landing page. And in the next video, we are going to then link it to the thank you page, and we're going to talk about what we do there as opposed to what we did here on the landing page. So hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something, and I will see you on the next video.